Chapter 10. Comparative merits of dana and the necessary conditions. At that time, strengthened by the majestic powers of the Buddha, Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva Mahasattva stood up from his seat, bared his right shoulder, kneeled down on his right knee, and brought his palms together in front of his chest. Reverently he addressed the Buddha. O Bhagavat, I have been observing sentient beings who have been reincarnating on their karmic paths, and I appraise their meritorious blessings according to the dana they have performed. Some exerted great effort, and some did very little. Therefore, the blessings they received varied greatly in terms of quantity, profundity, and duration. Some of them enjoyed their blessings in only one lifetime. Others enjoyed their blessings for 10 lifetimes. And there were some who received great benefits for hundreds or thousands of lifetimes. What were the causes and conditions of merits related to dana that would make such immense differences? I solely wish that you, Bhagavat, will explain that to me. In reply, the Buddha said to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, Today, in front of all assembled beings in Triastrimsha Palace, I shall speak of the spectrum of merits, from great to small, gained by various kinds of dana in Jambudvipa. Listen attentively. I am going to give you a basic explanation. Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva replied to the Buddha, I have wondered about such matters, and I will be delighted to hear you speak of them. The Buddha said to Ksitigarbha Bodhisattva, In southern Jambudvipa there are kings, high officers, respectable elders, powerful Kshatriyas, reputable Brahmins, and others. When they encounter the most unfortunate and impoverished people, including hunchbacks, the crippled, the mute, the deaf, the blind, and those who are disabled or handicapped in some way, if the kings and others wish to perform dana, they should be very kind and merciful, humble themselves with benevolent smiles on their face, personally and prevalently hand out alms, or arrange representatives to perform the dana, and while doing so, speak to the people with tender, comforting words. The benefits earned by these mundane leaders will be equivalent to the merits and benefits earned by making offerings to many Buddhas, and the abundance of the benefits will be as many as the total number of sand grains in 100 Ganges rivers. Why will practicing dana by these mundane leaders earn them such great blessings? It is because through participating in dana, the act provides powerful and wealthy mundane leaders an opportunity to generate a kind and merciful mind towards the most destitute and impoverished by empathizing with them without arrogance. Therefore, they will gain such great benefits. In their next 100,000 lifetimes, they will enjoy an abundance of the 7 royal treasures, which are entitled to the noble wheel-turning kings. And they will also enjoy an abundance of food and clothing, as well as other necessities of life. Furthermore, O Ksitigarbha, if in the future there are kings, high officers, respectable elders, powerful Kshatriyas, Brahmins, and others who come across a Buddhist stupa, or a Buddhist temple, or an image of a Buddha or images of Bodhisattvas, Shravakas, and Pratyeka Buddhas. And if they personally get involved in arranging and making offerings and practicing dana, the merits derived from performing these deeds will enable these kings and mundane leaders to become lords of chakra for the next 3 kalpas of lifetimes, and they will also enjoy superb and exquisite pleasures. If these kings and mundane leaders dedicate and share the merits and benefits gained from performing the dana with other sentient beings in the Dharma realms, instead of solely enjoying the blessings themselves, then for the next 10 kapas of lifetimes, they will often become lords of Mahabrahmas in the celestial realm. Furthermore, O Ksitigarbha, if in the future there are kings, high officers, respectable elders, powerful Kshatriyas, Brahmins, and others who come across old stupas or temples of past Buddhas that are broken down and damaged, or Buddhist sutras that are worn and torn, or images of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Pratyeka Buddhas that are poorly maintained, and if they make a vow to supervise the restoration personally, or persuade others, as many as 100,000 people, to participate in this dana and make connections with the three jewels. These leaders in their next 100,000 lifetimes will often become wheel-turning kings. Those participants who take part in the dana for 100,000 lifetimes will often become kings of small nations or mundane leaders. In addition, if all of them can, in front of these restored stupas or temples, publicly vow to dedicate and share the merits and benefits with other beings in the Dharma realms. These kings and others will ultimately become Buddhas. The merits gained from such dana will be countless and boundless. Furthermore, O Ksitigarbha, in the future, if there are kings, high officers, respectable elders, powerful Kshatriyas, Brahmins, and others who come across the elderly, the sick or pregnant women who are about to give birth, if they can instantly generate great kindness and promptly provide the unfortunates with much needed medical care, food, drink, and bedding, so that they can have peace and comfort, the meritorious benefits gained from such dana are most inconceivable. First of all, these leaders will never fall into the evil realms, nor will they hear any sounds of suffering in 100,000 lifetimes, and they will very often become the celestial lords of heaven of 6 desires for 200 kapas. Furthermore, they will often become the celestial lords of heaven of universal purity for 100 kapas. Ultimately, they will become Buddhas. Therefore, Ksitigarbha, if in the future kings, mundane leaders, Brahmins, and others can accomplish the aforementioned dana, then their meritorious benefits and gains will be infinite. Furthermore, if they dedicate the merits of dana to the past, present, and future beings in the 10 Dharma realms, instead of enjoying the gains themselves, regardless of the quantities of the dana, they will accumulate capital to become Buddhas. At the least, they will enjoy the consequential blessings as wheel-turning kings, lords of chakra, and even as Brahma kings. Therefore, Ksitigarbha, you shall prevalently advise sentient beings of the present and future to learn correctly as discussed afore. Furthermore, O Ksitigarbha, in the future, if there are virtuous men or virtuous women who would plant some virtuous roots when practicing and upholding the Buddha Dharma, regardless how small the roots may be, as tiny as a piece of feather, or a strand of hair, or a grain of sand, or a mote of dust, the benefits and blessings that the virtuous men or women will enjoy are too plentiful to calculate and describe. Furthermore, O Ksitigarbha, in the future, if there are virtuous men or virtuous women who, when encountering images of the Buddhas or images of Bodhisattvas, Pratyeka Buddhas, or wheel-turning kings, perform dana and make offerings, as well as financially support the places that house these images. Consequently, they will obtain infinite blessings. Very often they will be reincarnated among the realms of human and celestial beings to enjoy wonderful and superb pleasures. If they share the blessings and dedicate them to all sentient beings in the Dharma realms, instead of claiming the blessings personally, the merits thus gained will be too abundant to measure and describe. Furthermore, Ksitigarbha, in the future, if there are virtuous men or virtuous women who, when encountering Mahayana Sutras and hearing one stanza or one sentence of the teaching, can generate an eager and respectful mind, admire and praise the sutras, one stanza or one sentence of the teaching, and moreover, make offerings and practice dana with great reverence. Such persons will have immense fruitful consequences that are boundless and countless. If they share the blessings and dedicate them to all beings in the Dharma realms, instead of claiming the blessings personally, the merits thus gained will be too abundant to measure and describe. Furthermore, O Ksitigarbha, if in the future there are virtuous men or virtuous women who encounter the stupas of the Buddhas, Buddhist temples, and Mahayana Sutras, if these symbols of the three jewels are new, and they perform dana and make offerings, respectfully place their palms together, and reverently admire the images with praises, or if these symbols of the three jewels are old or damaged, and they make restorations and repairs, either vow to take sole responsibility for the restoration or persuade others to join the vows of making restoration. All who follow these actions for the next 30 lifetimes will often become kings of small nations. The Dhanapatis who initiate such great tasks will often gain the capital to become wheel-turning kings in their future lifetimes, and they will teach and transform those kings of small nations with virtuous dharma of the 10 beneficial disciplines. Therefore, Ksitigarbha, in the future, if any virtuous men or women who, when practicing and upholding the Buddha Dharma, such as performing dana and making offerings, repairing, restoring, and managing the damaged and neglected stupas, temples, and sutras, as well as prevalently promoting and circulating the sutras, they are planting virtuous roots, even if these virtuous deeds are as small as a strand of hair, a particle of dust, a grain of sand, or a droplet of water. If they choose to attribute the virtuous practice to the Dharma realms, they are expanding their minds towards the infinite and immeasurable space and time, and the merits will bring them the enjoyment of superb pleasures for the next 100,000 lifetimes. If these virtuous men and virtuous women choose not to dedicate the merits to all beings in the 10 Dharma realms, but to enjoy the benefits personally and with their close relatives, the consequence is that they will only enjoy the merits for 3 lifetimes. Performing a little virtuous deed concerning the 3 jewels, be it as small as a strand of hair or a droplet of water, will earn merits 10,000 times greater. What a good investment that is. Therefore, O Ksitigarbha, these are the various causes, conditions, and consequences of performing different dana. The purpose is to help men or women who wish to follow the instructions to build faith, to embrace the Dharma, to uphold it with a respect, and to practice accordingly.